let's go ahead and start with a call for an Uprising, who has a brand new video about the reptilians, which is near and dear to my heart, since I am one, as we all know.
Because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I was just on CNN looking for real news. Surprise, I found none.
CNN bad and other original jokes from 2014. We know. Mike Max says, Florida man are just redneck versions of Karens. Prove me otherwise. And Jamie Lynn Turner says, I like wearing two ponytails, one behind each ear, and letting them fall down to the front. Okay.
But what I did find was something I needed to share. I don't know. Are they trolling me? I feel like maybe they are, but I'm not anyone important, so why would they? But maybe they just have a little crush on me. I don't know.
They don't know you exist, Call.
But CNN had an article on its main page on its website. Get a load of this. These close-up eye portraits belong to the world's most famous and infamous faces. That's right, folks. They're promoting photography of people's eyeballs. That's right. See?
What do they say about the eyes? They're the window to absolutely nothing, and they hold absolutely no symbolic significance to human beings? Right. So why would they be taking pictures of eyeballs? Obviously, that could only be the work of the cabal. Von Tuck says, Call ever associated with Channel Awesome? His intro has the vibes of their old title cards. No, he was not.
See for yourself. See it right there. Obama, Putin, the Williams brothers, so the tennis players, the sisters.
Wait, he thinks Venus and Serena Williams are secretly trans? Oh no. Pyromancer says, here's a tip, Call. Most pictures of people contain eyes. Don't lie to me like that.
Wink. Elon Musk, Harry Styles, they're all there. And a British artist is stripping his own portraits down, releasing a collection of works that feature only a single iris from the eyes of beloved celebrities. Not two eyeballs, by the way, just a single iris.
Sure, they're going for an aesthetic, and it's just the singular ring, whatever. It's not art I'm into, but it's art, right? It's fine. Mike Max says, so are ophthalmologists satanic witch doctors? Shh, 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 shh. Don't give them ideas.
As you can see here, because that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants pictures of people's irises and eyeballs in their house. Duh, it's only like the coolest thing ever.
You're not necessarily going to hang these up in your house. It's like, I would imagine this is going to be an exhibit. If they're a photographer, they probably have shows, and they're going to have like this is my collection of portraits of eyeballs that I've taken. And, you know, it'll be pretentious and stuff. I shouldn't say it's pretentious outright. I mean, it's fine. I got no problem with this. I just don't find it aesthetically pleasing, and I don't find the commentary it's making to be... I was going to say important, but that's not fair. I don't care about this. I'm just going to put that out there. I assume most of you don't either. But it's not offensive either. It's just someone doing an art that I don't care about. I'm new to hair too. I transitioned 2 years ago and I finally got long hair. I love having long hair, but boy, is it a pain sometimes. Andrew Patella says, don't you know that humans didn't used to have eyeballs until the reptilians fought with the alien species that abducted Peter in the ensuing eyesight war? That's why we didn't see them. There's no historical account because no one could see the aliens. Von Tuck says, Chuds seem to call Miss Obama trans too. There's some bigot calculus going on here, as Jerry Seinfeld would say. What's the deal? Basically they're transphobic, and they think the worst thing they could call a woman is trans, so they do that. That's it. Marcus Drake says, it's pretentious but not bad. Wine is pretentious but still tastes good. Sure. Mike Max says, funny thing, I love drawing anime eyes and realistic eyes because they're fun to draw and easy for me, but now it seems I'm a Satanist sheeple for drawing eyes.
Optometrists are just raking in bank right now. They're like, can you believe we're getting all this free publicity? The dollar bill, I mean, everywhere. We're in videos.
When I see depictions of eyeballs on the dollar bill, because I still deal with dollar bills, because apparently I don't have a debit card, I think to myself, I should go see an ophthalmologist. For reasons.
I mean, they love eyes. Come on down to your local optometrist, get your eyes checked. Soon there'll be an eye fetish, right?
That probably already exists. Hold on. Let me Google this. Now I'm curious. How does that even manifest if it's a thing? One sec. Eye fetish. Philia cornelia. Okay. New eyeball licking fetish spreading pink eye among Japanese adolescents. I kind of doubt that. That's a Fox News article. Ah. Oh. Ooh. That's unpleasant.
People who aren't to the adult stuff, they'll be looking at eye fetishes. Wouldn't surprise me. Look at the old iris there that they show. Isn't that wonderful on your wall? People are like, that's so cool. That's so neat. I mean, how much more obvious can this get? Are they trolling me? I feel like...
Yes, they're out to get you specifically, Call. That's a good train of thought to go down. I'm sure for someone like you, that's very healthy and productive. They're definitely targeting you. Vast Lunacy says, I've seen eyeball licking since I was in high school, more than 10 years ago. Gross? And Mike Max says, never underestimate horny people. After this chat, I don't.
A part of me says yeah, but I don't feel like I'm anyone of any importance to them, so why would they?
You're not.
It must be a coincidence, because...
Yes. Existential Baguette, thanks for subscribing for 11 months.
We all believe in those. But look at that, right? It almost looks like one of those things, you know? Some call it an Ouroboros, some call it an Oro.
Did you know that eyes are circles and there are other things that are also circles? Wait, are circles already on my list of Freemason symbology? Let me see. Circles, crowns, spirals, the moon. I have magic circles in quotes. But that's not quite just a circle. But that's fine. I'll leave it. Andrew Patella says, call for an uprising when Lil Nas X. What? They trolling me? No way. Call for an uprising now. Eyeballs are trolling me.
Ouroboros? I just call it gay.
What? An ancient symbol depicting a serpent or dragon eating its own tail is gay? Call for an uprising has a complex. Pyromancer says the 90s called they want their joke back. The 80s called they want their joke format of saying someone called back. Austoner says Call would go crazy if he played Somnium Files. Not heard of it.
No, I'm talking about happy, because it's such a happy thing. Isn't that a great word? Happy, gay. I'm going to start bringing that back. What a word. Super gay. Yeah. So here we have a regular photographer for Time and former staffer of the New Yorker. He goes by the name Platten. I don't know if he's got a first name. He said he holds his judgment at the door during studio sessions. He said, I've seen all sides of the spectrum. I've looked into Gaddafi's eyes and Putin's eyes, but I've also had intimate moments with Prince and Edward Snowden. I don't want to know about those intimate moments. Whew, let's keep that to yourself. Leave it for the book that no one will read. So name for the series that he's created is named I Love You, I Hate You. But it's so clever because it's EYE.
I'm leaning more towards pretentious at this point, now that I've learned more about this guy. Mike Max says, call for an uprising one day will say, if you're not me, you're a Satanist. And then Puka the Duka says, at this point, I think it would be simpler to make a list of things that aren't satanic. It definitely would be shorter. And Von Tuck says, Call must get real hot and bothered that the giant eyeball monster gay softcore porn movie. What? What? Jellyfish, thanks for subscribing for 4 months in advance.
E love you, and EYE hate you. Well, I'm going to lean towards the latter, the hate part, you know?
And thanks for gifting us
Hey, wait a minute. That's hate speech. This guy's talking about hate. Is he allowed to hate people? Look, he's saying I hate you, and CNN's promoting. I guess they promote hate speech. We should report him.
Boy, he's really salty that he can't be openly... I mean, he is already openly homophobic, but he's real mad he can't say slurs, isn't he? At least on YouTube.
I'm just kidding. We don't report people. Although somebody did say they were going to report me for cracking a joke about littering yesterday. I don't know if anyone saw that. I let them know that I'll be more than happy to deal with that report. I guess they think they're going to get my video taken down because I cracked a recycling joke. What isn't off limits at this point? People are reporting people like me for cracking a joke about littering.
That is a very strange person. It says, in this video you talk like it's okay and cool to litter on the side of the road. For this, I have to thumbs it down and report it. Usually I'm thumbing up your videos. So it's a fan of A Call for an Uprising who is apparently cool with the lying and the misinformation about medical stuff. Okay with the homophobia and the transphobia. But he makes a joke about littering and that's apparently worth a report. People are weird.
Why don't you just come put his...
Ilium Gal says some decent modern photography. Yeah, I like photography of just like real people in life doing stuff or like stuff like this. I like that kind of stuff. I don't... It's just a preference thing, you know.
Zipper over my mouth at this point.
The killer eye.
Sensitivity. Everyone's so sensitive. Let's relax. Everyone relax. Let's continue on. I Love You, I Hate You is being released on LGND Art, a platform for purchasing non-fungible token artworks.
Oh no! Is this... Oh god. It's an NFT thing! I hate NFTs. It's the dumbest.
NFTs are a kind of virtual signature that employs blockchain technology to prove ownership of digital assets and can be used in the sale of digital art, songs, and tech.
You know what I do if I want to own an image that I see anywhere? I click on it, and then I hit save image as, and then I save it. And then I have that image, and it's no more or less mine than someone who has a fucking blockchain code. I don't care. Devious Chilster says, I'm no longer fascinated. I'm disgusted all around.
Tickets, among other things. Well, we know what they use artwork for, those sales of artwork. So it would be really, I'm sure,
money
make a lot of sense
laundering.
if they were selling eyeball pictures, and that was going to...
That's actually true. A lot of high-end art is used for money laundering and other illegal stuff because it's worth money and easy to carry around. eTune2350 says, every day we stray further from, we can't say God's light because Call claims to be in it. Satan's shadow? And then Pyromancer says, NFTs are like paying to name a star. Good comparison.
Trafficking. Boy, still pollen in June. It's crazy. The show will be Platten's first foray into selling his works as NFTs, starting with an initial drop of 12 irises. That's 12 eyeballs, folks, not dual eyeballs. You're only going to get one eyeball, and yeah, you're going to get Zuckerberg, too. Isn't that great? We get to see his reptilian eye up close. It says an initial drop of 12 irises on June 6th for $111 each for those into numerology. Feel free to comment about that, with 36 irises to be released in total. Wonder we got the number, 3 and the 6. 3 times, oh, could be great. 6. With the eyeballs, so it must be a coincidence. Collectors who
Yeah, let's check the bingo card real quick, because there's been a decent number of things so far already. Reptoids, which he mentioned. Numerology with the thing he just said. Satanic. I think that might be it. I did not mention either of those things, did I?
Collectors won't know whose eye they're purchasing. Oh, that makes it even more fun, folks. So you can end up with Zuckerberg's eye. You'll know it'll be green. Oh wait, all of theirs are.
Did he mention the
first
Illuminati?
Sale will include Barack and Michelle Obama, Putin, Zuckerberg, Gaddafi, Adele, and Prince. The purchase.
When did I talk about that earlier?
Digital asset.
You know what? I did actually. I remember. I was talking about cream cheese. So yep. I'll count that.
This will include a note from Platten revealing the sitter's identity. And you can see him here. He's even got one of those old pointy sticks. He's pointing at his screen. He's like, look.
One of those old pointy sticks? What the fuck?
Look, here's the eye. You know, I've seen an eyeball on a screen before at the eye doctor, the optometrist. There's that word again. And, you know, they usually look at these things, examining if your retina's messed up or you got anything that might lead to some type of eye problem. You know, no, he's just enjoying it. He's getting it. He's like, this is so cool. I wonder why. I guess he just likes eyes.
Because it's an art thing. He's fascinated by, oh, everyone's retinas are individual. Let's look at the eyes of these people. The eye is the window to the soul and all that. That's the whole reason. That's it. Zinnaby says, just like with many things, the important part is the contract that you are the owner, not necessarily the thing itself. But yeah, I haven't seen an NFT that wasn't a scam.
That's too. He's keeping his eye on the prize. He tends to have an eye for details. You guys know what I'm talking, right? They just love those eyes.
Actually, you'll need the necessary application for authorization, approval from the guilds and union. My eye, isn't it?
Why would we want to look at your eye? Is there something wrong with that weird eye?
Well, you're serious about putting on a rock concert.
Are you kidding? I'd give my right eye.
Well, I'd like to think that I have an eye for details.
Call understands that this is a joke, right? That's the joke? That's the joke. It's actually the same joke he used in Austin Powers 3, I want to say, with the mole. So that's kind of lazy. Just notice that. Pyromancer says, does Call realize he has eyes? In fairness, we've never seen him. So, maybe he doesn't.
Okay, well, we'll take these home, run through them with a fine-tooth comb, cross the T's and
Now
dot
TV,
the
thanks for following.
lowercase j's.
Platten created the images by rescanning his film at the highest resolution. Nobody cares. He says, I always like to take a close-up picture of
Except you do care. You're making a whole 12-minute video on this guy's pretentious art project.
everyone. It's the first thing I do in the beginning of every session. It helps me to get to know them, and it helps me settle. Oh, that's an extra close-up going to the eye. Why don't you zoom in on their nose? What's wrong with noses? Nobody likes noses?
I could probably find art of noses. Like, you can find art people do of noses. Look at... Call, just because that guy specifically is doing a thing about eyes, doesn't mean no one ever does anything about any other body parts. You specifically are seeking out things about eyes because you have what's the word I'm thinking of? Selection bias? I don't remember. Confirmation bias. You are seeking out things that justify your conspiratorial beliefs. So you see an article or something about eyes, maybe you even spend your time Googling eyes like a weirdo, I have no idea, and then you're like, aha, see? When this is just some rando artist, photographer, who's doing some art project you don't like. Like, it's fine. A lot of things happen in the world. Mike Mack says, remember, conspiracy theorists hate facts, fiction, metaphors, and jokes.
all these women in Hollywood get nose jobs. I guess men too, right? People seem to be pretty, you know, what's the word about their nose? They're like very into their noses. They're very, you know, they're judgmental of their nose. Oh, why not nose? How about we go up inside someone's nose? We could see what's up in there. Zuckerberg's got some crusty boogers or something in there. No? Instead, we got to do eyes again, huh? Wonder why it's the eye. How about ears? Maybe see if Obama's got earwax. I'm sure he does. I'm sure Michael Obama, Michelle Obama has earwax in there, right? Why not? But he chose the eye because the eyes are the window to the soul, they say, right? That's why. That's why we're all supposed to believe it. You know?
Yes.
You got to wonder if it's...
So he does know. So he does understand. He just chooses to pretend that he doesn't. Great.
It's just almost like a cover in a sense, because they're realizing that all these like collages exist, which I always show you guys that people put together.
Lil Wibba, thank you for following.
All these people doing the all-seeing eye symbolism. And then when I break down music videos, I mean, anyone could do it. All you got to do is just be awake and aware, and you'll just see all the symbols. But there's always an eyeball on the wall, Prince's eyeball in the living room. I mean, love eyes. I don't know. I look around where I'm at. I don't see many eyes. Should I get some portraits of eyes? Anybody have nice eyes? Send some eyeball pictures down. That'd be cool. Some pictures of some toes. I mean, you know, just a singular body part, but it's nothing but the eye.
Don't show this to Call. Jesus.
I mean, does anyone have a picture of, like, I don't know, an armpit on their wall?
Misattribution of coincidence. I don't even know if I'd call this a coincidence. I'd just call it a trope. It's like a photography trope of having the subject cover one eye. So I don't know if I'd say coincidence on that one.
All right, what about the armpit? The nose, the ear? I mean, I mentioned most of it. No, just always that eye. So you can get a close-up of these celebrities' eyes. Of course, these celebrities, because we have to bow down and worship, of course. And Zuckerberg is creeping everybody out.
You don't have to like or care about celebrities, Call. I don't, generally. And I'm like a normal person, more or less, you know. I'm within a standard deviation of normal. How about that?
All these guys. He takes a lot of these pictures. Like
E-Tune says, someone buy Call one of those toy eyeballs with limbs. And Towing24 says, is Call one of those weird chuds into Abby Shapiro's feet? I don't know.
From, low picture looking up. Those are supposed to be intimidating pictures. You're supposed to be intimidated.
Is the eye thing spurious symbology? Yeah. I think we already got spurious symbology, though. Oh, no, we didn't, yeah. Spurious symbology.
By these people. That's how what they did in the first propaganda films. They would film it that way so that people were intimidated by these powerful figures. Meanwhile, you realize that they're just really zoomed in on their crotches, for crying out loud. Anyway, as they go on here, they talk about the portraits, the memoirs, Adele, Obama, and all of them. And this is important news on CNN. I'm sharing it for the obvious reason, because they're always talking about eyes. They're always right in front of us revealing this stuff, and people just think it's either art.
Let's see if we can find any articles on CNN about eyes, other than this one, if it's still up. Just to test his theory on the eyes thing. These economies are stronger than they were. Oh god, I haven't really gone to CNN's website in a long time. This is a terribly formatted website. How obnoxious to look at. I hate this. It's just list. Look at, I don't know. Anyway. Economies in these states are better. Live updates. Only 13 states have met Biden's goal of vaccinating 70% of adults. Eat or pay rent. That's the choice they had to make. Dr. Gupta, how to assess risk when going mask-free. Vaccine skeptics share their concerns with Allison Camerota. Mitt Romney, it's unacceptable Microsoft censors U.S. Tiananmen Square images. We turned so far right, we went crazy. How Fox News was radicalized by its own viewers. Crippling drought causes Lake Mead at Hoover Dam to reach historically low water level. Oregon Republicans call on lawmaker to resign after video shows him appearing to tell protesters how to enter closed state capitol. Biden administration investigates illegal leak of Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Warren Buffett's tax information. Vegas police identify 7-year-old found dead on hiking trail. Something about Kamala Harris, flu season. Biden's negotiations with Capito-led group of Republicans. None of these have to do with eyes. The eye thing isn't a thing unless you're intentionally seeking it out. Control F. Eyes. Eye? Close-up eye portraits, this is just literally the article. This is the only article. It's at the bottom of the page, and it's the one he's referencing for his video. Eyes don't come up that often in the way you're talking about unless you're searching it out, you weirdo.
I mean, they might as well just why doesn't he just put 2 middle fingers next to the eyeball in the picture for everybody? You know, we'd appreciate it. At least, you know, at least just let us know why you're doing it, right? Sadly, they're actually indoctrinating sleeping zombies out there who will do monkey see, monkey do, and then they'll have eyes in their home. And
I already have eyes in my home. I keep them in my head.
I mean,
I have 6 eyes in my home and 8 on the weekend.
you know how it works, folks. You know how
4 of those eyes are cat eyes, so I don't know if they count, but I'm counting them.
social engineering works, and we're in the dumbest time period, so this will work. So this is it. The wonderful eye collection. Everybody's been dying to get eyeballs in their home, pictures of eyeballs. Now you can get irises of the Obamas, and probably the Clintons will be on there in the list of 32. Won't surprise anyone, but it's just what everybody wants. He's making 36, you know, 3 6s. Nah, no, it can't be that. I'm not going to be one of those crazy conspiracy people, though. You know.
Too late.
But if you want to see me be one, you can find me on my website at callfornuprising.com. I'm just laughing. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You know, I'm going there looking for news, obviously knowing that it's going to be fake. And then I just see this, and I'm like, what? They're promoting this right on the main page about people's eyes. Who is this guy, right?
Are you talking about Putin, or are you talking about the artist?
Well, we know he's probably involved in. Probably know his preference when it comes to, you know, the old in and out, you know?
God damn, he is obsessed with people's sexual lives. It's so weird. Who's this
Usually they always lean
preoccupied
one-
with who other people fuck? Who cares?
One way. That's for sure. Anyway, check me out on the website at callfornuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. I hope to see you guys there. Lots going on over there. Lots of new content. Just put a video up about magnets you might want to check out. Now, thank the Patreons. You guys keep me going here on YouTube, so thank you. And thank all of you who thumbs up the videos and watch the ads. I appreciate it. And
I really gotta throw him like $3 so I can go see how garbage his website is. I would imagine it's really bad.
If you've ever had the
How homophobic do you think his website is? Really? What do you think? He just uploaded a new video. We really are near the end. Look who's being featured in a DC Comics TV show.
if you've ever had this feeling,
Oh, Call for an Uprising got a new intro, by the way. This is his new intro. Freiserburn says, I feel like Call thinks that his specific Google search algorithm is everyone else's and just runs with it being objective reality instead of his subjective view of reality. He probably sits there and Googles eyeballs all day, every day, and then he's like, why do I get so many things recommended to me about eyeballs? Morak says, fucking magnets. Brain Sprung, thanks for subscribing, and Pyromancer says, the Illuminati. Okay, I like that.
that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you
Did
couldn't
he just
figure
hear about
out
Rachel Maddow and Batwoman? Wait, what?
just what it was. Then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time.
Oh, this
But
new
not
intro
anymore,
kind of slaps.
because
It's
there
got a
is an
nice beat.
awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad he removed the part where Satan or Baphomet or whoever shits his pants. That wasn't very classy.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Surprise, surprise, Sydney again. We have another show. This show, and I want to thank the subscribers out there who shared this with me, and this is why it's so important to be on the website, because I would never have seen this because I don't even know what this show is. But now I do. I'm very familiar now. A show called Legends of Tomorrow, which is created by DC Comics, which is owned by Warner Brothers. It's a subsidiary of Warner Brothers, as well as AT&T and Warner Media. Just released an episode as we speak called The Satanist's Apprentice. That's right. And guess what the episode's about? Well, it's about this guy named Aleister Crowley. You may have heard of him, who continues to get glorified in the media. This, of course, geared towards young kids.
You know where I hear about Aleister Crowley? In Call for an Uprising's videos and nowhere else.
Where Crowley's going to teach magic to one of the characters on the show. Crowley is apparently trapped inside of a picture, and he's going to come out of the picture and take possession of someone else's body to teach black magic. Oh yeah, you can't make it up, right? It's kind of strange they keep glorifying a guy who in his teachings openly talked about sacrifice. That's right, humankind. And talked about, I don't know, doing things with kids. He's actually known for that, notorious for that.
We actually looked into this the last time he brought up this claim, and it turned out he and other conspiracy theorists were misunderstanding a joke he was making about masturbating and jizzing, and they misinterpreted it as a child sacrifice thing, which is a little funny.
In his house out there where the Loch Ness Monster...
Basically, Crowley was using child sacrifice as a euphemism for masturbating because cum, sperm, children, you get it. Perfect time. Raiders, welcome from the original Lila. Hi. Aren't you glad you showed up when we're talking about this? Welcome. Go check out the original Lila here on Twitch. Thank you.
Monsters supposedly exist. That's right, doing disgusting things with youngins. But no big deal. They'll glorify him in the media and push him to kids as being some type of
You believed
magician.
in the power of butt magic? Who doesn't? All right, I'm kind of tired of calls. Bullshit for today.
Like I said,
Let's be done with him.